In this video, we're going to learn how to solve problems involving histogram for JAMB Maths. Alright, so histogram is a subtopic in statistics. We have 8 repeated questions under this subtopic in statistics to practice with. So let's begin with the first one we have here. Alright, so the first one I have here says, study the given histogram and answer the question that follows. So this is the histogram diagram. What is the total number of students that scored at most 50 marks? Alright, so this question is very easy to solve. This at most, that we're going to calculate the total value from 50 below. Alright, so for those that score 0 to 10, we have the mark to be the horizontal value, the number of students to be the vertical value. So 0 to 10 mark, 0 to 10, we have it to be 80 students. Then we have 10 to 20, 10 to 20, we have it to be 40 students. We have 20 to 30, we have it to be 60 students. Then we have 30 to 40, we have it to be 80 students. And lastly, we have 40 to 50, we have it to be 100 students. So let's get the total of this score. Let's punch through this calculator here. We have 100 plus 80 plus 60 plus 40 plus 80. So that's a pressure equal to, we have the total to be 360. Alright, so the correct option is option A. It's as simple as this. Let's wipe this now and solve the next repeated question. Alright, so the next repeated question we're going to solve will be this question. It says the histogram above shows the ages of the victims of population of pollution. How many people were involved in the pollution? Alright, now to get the number of people that got involved in the pollution, this is going to be the horizontal axis is for age and the vertical axis is for number of people. Alright, so let's check the age bracket from 0 to 10. We have people involved to be number is 3. Alright, then we have from 10 to 20 people involved, we have it to be 4. Alright, then we have 20 to 30 people involved, we have it to be 5. Then we have 30 to 40 people involved, we have it to be 6. Okay, then lastly we have 40 to 50 people involved, we have it to be 2. So let's total this. When you total this, you are going to have, we have 3 plus 4, that's 7. 7 plus 5, that will give us 12. So 12 plus 6, 18. 18 plus 2, that's 20. So we have the number of people that got involved total to be 20. The correct option is option B. It's as simple as this. So let's wipe this now, solve the next repeated question. Alright, so the next repeated question will be this question. We have, in an examination, the result of a certain school is as shown in the histogram above. How many candidates did the school present? Alright, now horizontal axis for score, vertical axis is for number of students. So this will give us, so people that scored 0 to 50, when you trace it on the histogram, we have it to be 0 to 50, we have it to be 3. Then that number of candidates that scored 50 to 100, when you trace it on the histogram, 50 to 100, you have the value to be 5. Then people that scored 100 to 150, when you trace it on the histogram, you have it to be 8. Alright, those that scored 150 to 200, when you trace it on the histogram, you have the value to be 1. Alright, those that scored 200 to 250, when you trace it on the histogram, we have the value to be 2. Alright, so let's punch this on a calculator. Let's just do it manually. So we have 5 plus 3 will give us 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. 16 plus 1, 17. 17 plus 2 is 19. So the number of candidates this group presented, we have it to be 19. That would answer this question. Alright, so it's as simple as this. Let's wipe this now and solve the next repeated question. So the next repeated question we're going to solve will be this question. It says the histogram above shows the distribution of passengers in taxis of a certain motor park. How many taxis have more than 4 passengers? So this question is also very easy. For more than 4 passengers, it will be the horizontal axis is for number of passengers, the vertical axis is for number of taxis. So we begin to calculate from people that have from 4.5 and above. So it will be, let's do 4.5 to 6.5 passengers. We have it to be, when you trace it, 7. Then 6.5 to 8.5 passengers. When you trace it, you have it to be 5. Then we have 8.5 passengers to 10.5 passengers. When you trace it, you have it to be 4. And lastly, 10.5 passengers to 12.5. 10.5 to 12.5 passengers. You have it to be the number of taxis. When you trace it, you have it to be 1. Okay, so let's calculate the total value here, and it will be, we have 7 plus 5, that will give you 12. Alright, 12 plus these 4 we have here, that will give you 16. 16 plus 1, 17. So the number of taxis that have more than 4 passengers is 17. So the correct option in this question is option B, 17. It's as simple as this. So let's wipe this now and solve the next repeated question. So the next repeated question we're going to practice with is this question. So it says the histogram above represents the number of candidates who did further mathematics examination in a school. How many candidates scored more than 40? So guys, before we solve this particular question, if you are new to our channel, ensure that you subscribe to this channel for more of our videos. We really appreciate this, guys. Okay, so having known this, let's solve this particular question. Now, people that scored, candidate that scored more than 40 is actually easy. So from this histogram we have, let's do the math. More than 40, so let's take people that scored 50. Let's see, 50, the horizontal axis is for the score, the vertical axis for number of students. So people that scored 50, we have the number of students to be 55 when you trace it. Alright, people that scored 60, when you trace it, we have it to be 45. Okay, people that scored 70, when you trace it, you have it to be 30. Then people that scored 80, when you trace it, you have it to be 15. Okay, people that scored 90, when you trace it, you have it to be 5. Alright, so number is called 100. So let's get the total. Let's do this on the calculator. We have 55 plus 45 plus 30, okay, plus 15 plus 5. So we have the total to be 150. So the correct option to this question is what? Option C, 150. Alright, candidates scored more than 40. So it's as simple as this. Let's wipe this now, solve the next repeated question. Alright, so the next repeated question we're going to solve will be this question. It says the histogram above represents the weight of students who traveled out of their school for an examination. How many people made the trip? Alright, so let's do this. The horizontal axis is for the weight, the vertical axis is for number of students. So it will be those weighing between 10 to 20. We have the number to be 3. Okay, so let's include those weighing between 0 to 10. We have the number 0 to 10. We have the number to be 2. Alright, then those weighing between 20 to 30, we have the number to be 5. Those weighing between 30 to 40, we have the value to be 6. Those weighing between 40 to 50, we have the value to be 8. And those weighing between 50 to 60, we have the value to be 4. Lastly, those weighing between 60 to 70, we have the value to be 1. Alright, so let's add these figures together on the calculator. So we have 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 6 plus 8 plus 4 and plus 1. Alright, so let's press equals and see the outputs. 29. So the correct option is option C, 29. 29 students made it the trip. Alright, so that's it for this question. Let's wipe this and solve the next repeated question. Okay, so the next repeated question we're going to solve will be this question. It says the histogram above represents the number of candidates that sat for mathematics examination in a school. How many candidates scored more than 50 marks? Okay, so for more than 50 marks, we have those that scored 60 to be the horizontal for score, the vertical is for number of students. So it's people that scored 60, number of students will be, when you trace 60 on this histogram, we have the number of students to be 40. Okay, people that scored 70, when you trace it, you have it to be 25. People that scored 80, when you trace it, you have it to be 15. People that scored 90, when you trace it, you have it to be 10. And people that scored 100, when you trace it, you have it to be 5. Alright, so let's punch this on the calculator. This will give us 40 plus 25 plus 15 plus 10 plus 5. So we have the total to be 195, and that will be the number of candidates that scored more than 50 marks. Correct option is option C. So lastly, let's solve the next question before we call it a class. Let's wipe this. So the last question we're going to solve will be this question. It says, in a class of 30 students, the marks scored in an examination are displayed in the histogram. What percentage of students scored more than 40%? Alright, so to get the percentage of students that scored more than 40%, so from this histogram we have here, the horizontal axis is for the score, and the vertical axis for number of students. So we have people that scored 40 to 60%. We have the number of students. When you trace it on the histogram, we have it to be 6. Okay, people that scored 60 to 80. When you trace it, you also have it to be 6. People that scored 80 to 100. When you trace it, you have it to be 2. So when you add, you're going to have 14 over, it is 14. Now let's get the total number of students that scored between 0 to 100. So we have done so far 80 to 100. Now let's check. So people that scored 20 to 40, we have it to be, when you trace it, we have 7. Okay, then people that scored 0 to 20, when you trace it, you have it to be 9. Okay, so when you punch this on a calculator, so far we have 14 plus 7 plus 9, so we have it to be 30. So this will give us 14 over 30 times 100 over 1. So we punch this on the calculator. This will give us 14 times 100 divided by, okay, let's just see the output. We have this divided by 30. So we have 46.66. The correct option in this question will be option B. 46 whole number 2 over 3 is equivalent to 46.66. So it's as simple as this. This is basically, remember, it's in percent. So this basically can deal with problems involving histogram for your JAMB Maths. Alright, these are 3 questions. We practice with 8 questions in this video. So hope there's something interesting from this video. Let's call it a video, guys. If you're new to our channel, once more, ensure that you're subscribed to this channel for more of these videos. Also like, share, and comment on this video. Let me have a feel for what I learned from this video. If you seem to have any specific questions to ask, if you don't know what I've talked about in this video, feel free to leave your question on the comment section below, and I will ensure to give you a response. Now click on the screen above, and I see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.